everybody, welcome! So we are officially at the end of the game here starting out. This is going to be our last part before we finish and be canon. But of course, I'm going to be putting more hours into this game after doing some fun things with the builds and going to more shrines, doing more side quests. But I'll save that for later. For now, we're gonna start this stream actually doing a memory watch party at first. So we're gonna go through all the memories. I'm gonna show how I got the dragon tears and if I remember how I got the other memories. Hi Zach, welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining on. And thanks for the like as well. Rue, welcome. You said, I don't want to see the end, but have a great stream. Hey, I totally understand. I know a lot of people have not finished this game. Feel free to watch along during the beginning memories if you've gotten that far, but definitely it's going to be some spoilers for sure. So I'm going to be splitting up this stream later where I'm going to make the memory watch part a separate video. So, but then after we do the memories, I'm planning to basically go straight to canon. So for those who might be joining my channel, my video's new. Hi, I'm Inioke, and we're gonna be going through the memories first. And I've got all of them except the one behind me. And so the first thing I want to point out is the memories, you can see the order that they're supposed to be in if you go to the Forgotten Temple in the beginning of the game when you first do the Dragon Tears quest with Impa. And in here, you actually can see the order. And I actually took the liberty to take a picture of it. So you get a map of where they are, the hieroglyphs. And then you also get the order that they're supposed to be in, starting from left to right. So I took the liberty to take pictures so I wouldn't have to go back and memorize these. And so I was actually referring back to these pictures a lot throughout my gameplay, trying to do them in the correct order. But of course, I did not do them in the correct order. And also I wanted to point out that for those that might be watching this later, I am doing a live stream, so I have people on chat. Hi, Zach, and hi, Rue again. Zach, you're saying, what rune do you have active? So currently, I don't think I have any runes active. But we could check that really quick. Yeah, I don't think I have any rune unless, like, I'm thinking of another rune. But, so for those that might be watching this in a later video, you might not see the chat. You could see the full stream. I'll link it in the description below. So if you want to see like chat responses or who I'm talking to, it's all on YouTube. So I'll link the full video below. And so that's kind of my setup now. But for the memories, so you start off at this Forgotten Temple, and it's pretty impossible to get all the memories in order because this first one that we're going to look at, the game kind of wants to point you to get it much later in the game, probably past halfway through. And of course I did all of these out of order, as probably everybody starting out playing Tears of the Kingdom did. But we're going to go to this first memory, the Master Sword's Power. And this one is not a dragon tear. This one is actually found in Korok Forest. And it's found with the Deku tree in Korok Forest. So you have to do that outside of the dragon tears. Yes, and Zeg, you're saying you got them all out of order. Yeah, same here. And it's definitely dangerous because there's some huge spoilers I've come across getting them out of order. And so I kind of wish the game did it differently where they could point you in the correct order a little bit more. I know in Breath of the Wild, it didn't really matter much what order you got the first couple memories in, and it did a good job in pointing the last memories like near the castle and stuff later. But In this game, I think it matters what order, but if you do it out of order, welcome to the party, I guess, because you're not alone in that. And so that's the first memory. Yep, so spoilers ahead, and also I'm gonna be on mute during the actual memory cutscene, but I'll be on chat typing along. But I'll be back here in between the cutscenes, just giving various commentary. And it's like you're saying, I wish they dropped the memory gimmick. Exactly, right? So without further ado, we're gonna do memory one, the Master Sword's power.
It is good to see you, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, and Link, Keeper of the Master Sword. Your blade has been fully restored. Go on then, Link. Draw it once more.
Great Deku Tree! Thank you so much.
There is no need for thanks. I merely watched over its renewal.
It is amazing that a sword can heal itself, no matter how badly damaged it becomes.
It can do more than heal. The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power. The stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes. The potential of this fabled blade may well be limitless. Truly the work of a goddess.
A sword that grows ever stronger. The Master Sword.
All right, memory number one. So this one, as I said, the game points you to try to get this one like way into the game. So it's just funny how that's the first memory. But that's how little flashback of Zelda and Link together, getting the Master Sword. And the second one, this is the Awakening. This is also not a dragon tear. This is the very first memory of the start of the game. And this is the one that definitely scared me. And oh yeah, exactly. It's like you're like, then why is it only 30 damage? That is definitely a I don't know. I have mixed feelings of them not showing the number on the sword anymore. Like you go 30 60 in Breath of the Wild, and here you don't know the number. Some people told me it was like the exact number of your highest weapon in your inventory, but I don't know. We'll see. Hi, welcome Asa Gaming. You're saying, have you beaten Gerudo yet? Yes, I have. I kind of went fast after Gerudo and then went to the end stuff of the game, and now we're here. And so we're going fast to the end here. Welcome. Thanks for joining the watch party of the memories. And so for the Awakening, we'll go ahead and play that. Of course, the location of this, you get it in Hyrule Castle, but you basically walk right into it in the beginning of the game. All right, here we go.
What is that?
The sword that seals the darkness. The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me. Zelda. You who carries that fragile sword. A link. Raru placed his faith in you. And that was all you could do.
How do you know our names?
Oh no. Oh no, my mic was off the whole time. That was weird. Hopefully everybody could hear me. Sound check, sound check. But I was just mentioning there's a lot of activity on chat, which I love. Hi, Apollo Speed. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody, also for giving a like right away. I really appreciate it. And yes, I'm back. I gotta check my sound. Sometimes gets finicky. But also maybe we're close to reaching my 200 subscriber little goal by the end of this playthrough. I don't know if I'll reach it, but we're at 191 now. So maybe like in the next few hours I could find 9 subscribers. We'll see. And so but just answering your questions on chat, Asa, you need some help with the Queen Gibdo. You made a grave mistake not upgrading your stamina. That's like my only thought on that, even though I'm a new player and you shouldn't listen to anything I say. But yeah, I don't know how you could do Gerudo with with no stamina upgrades. And yep, I'm back. And EPS is also on stream, and he has a question: why can't all the Koroks be Deku trees? Trees to combat cannon warming. And I have a question: are Koroks descendants of Deku? EPS says they are the children of the Deku tree. Is that the case? I didn't realize that. So the Deku tree is like the father of all Koroks. He has quite a lot of children, man. So we're doing our watch party for those joining new, doing the memories first and then going straight to canon afterwards. Now we did the first two memories, we're getting into the dragon tiers. So for the first dragon tier or third memory, this is gonna be found in this area, which if you start the quest dragon tiers, this is the one Impa just kind of points you to. And so tier number 1 there. And what confused me at first was like, oh, that says tier number 1, but it's memory number 3, so the numbers don't match up. But I think, yeah, I guess like that makes sense in the whole scheme of things. And that memory is Where Am I? And also confirming the Deku Tree, Children of the Forest, Korok thing, Asa Gaming says, that's true. It's in Ocarina of Time manual. Cool. Hi, Apollo Heron. Welcome, welcome. We got both Apollos on chat now. Thanks so much for joining on, guys. I appreciate you guys helping. Also, I'll need a lot of encouragement on my last fight, but I totally understand if you don't want spoilers if you haven't finished the game. But we'll see how it goes with that. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna move on to the next memory. First dragon tier, Where Am I?
What? Oh, dear. Where am I? We didn't mean to startle you. I'm sorry. It's okay. My name is Sonia.
And could we ask what your name is?
I am the daughter of King Rome of Hyrule, Zelda.
What an unexpected answer. We are the king and queen who founded Hyrule, after all. Or at least we were the last time I checked.
You two founded Hyrule? And you're the king?
My name is Rauru, King Rauru of Hyrule.
King Rauru? And Queen Sonia? But that must mean...
Zach, you're saying, I love this memory. Apollo's already getting teary-eyed. I love this memory too. And also, welcome to the chat. Princess Zelda in chat. We found her, guys. So we found Zelda. It's all good. Zach says we found you. And so we're starting the next memory now. An unfamiliar world. And this is where it goes into a string of dragon tears. So unfamiliar world can be found at the left side here near Hebra. And so this is Unfamiliar World. It's near Tabantha Hills. And so Apollo is saying the final fight is so fun. I'm gonna see if it's fun or punishing. I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit worried that I don't have enough hearts. maybe not enough armor. I only found one fairy and I didn't really get to upgrade much. But we'll see. We'll see. And we're going to go to an unfamiliar world. Now it's like happy memories. So I'm kind of bracing myself. It's happy memories here.
As I thought. This is not the world I know. A time so far back in the past, it's become legend. So it's true. This is really the era of Hyrule's founding?
Your presence here is just as strange to us, Zelda. But if you, like Sonia, have a secret stone and are able to manipulate time, then your story makes sense.
Oh? I believed her right away. You needed the secret stone as proof, Rauru? I can feel your light power within her, as well as my time power. Additionally, I sense that we share a blood connection.
I see. In any case, Zelda, you had said that you needed to return to your era as soon as you possibly could.
Yes. In my time, something terrible is happening. I need to get back there. But how do I do that? I don't even know how I got here in the first place.
Now, Zelda dear. You don't need to solve your problems all at once. Why not come back with us to the castle, hmm?
No,
We'll tell everyone that you're a distant relative of ours. It is true, after all. We'll get you fresh clothes, too. I'm sure an answer will come to you. Wisdom takes time.
I don't know what to say.
I wonder. Minoru, she may have some idea of how to get you back to your era.
Minoru, you said?
Yes. She knows far more than anyone about our people. And like us, my older sister has a secret stone. We'll call on her.
I totally forgot who Minoru was until we actually got her sage power. And welcome, General Neville. We're doing our watch party here of the memories. Welcome, welcome. And also, huge congratulations. General Neville just beat the game last night. So I'm sending a bunch of confetti in the mobile app with the new emoji thing. So hopefully that comes through. And I see others are as well. Definitely send him the confetti congrats. And also Drake, yes, Drake beat the game as well really recently, so you guys are in like prime time to, you guys won't be spoiled at all watching these memories, which is good. Yay. And so that was an unfamiliar world. Again, we're with the happy memories. Sonia is very just very welcoming and motherly, and I'm guessing they had children because but I don't know if Zelda and this Zelda version of Zelda and Sonia is like related, but I guess they're ancestors. And Zeg says DBZ has nothing on that finale. Finally, DBZ, Dragon Ball Z of this finale. Is that a Dragon Ball Z reference? We can make Dragon Ball Z references though. I need to refresh my memory on that show though. Okay, so that was memory number 4. Memory number 5 is gonna be the Switch controller or Pad. I just want to call it Switch controller because I hate the name Pad, and so it's right here, and by I guess Zello Pawn on the upper right of the castle. And 3. Number 3, Drake? I don't know. And people who have beat the game, you know what I mean. Oh, okay, okay. All right, all right. Sounds good. So we're gonna go to that memory. Um, yeah, 3, 5. That's how it works. Okay. And then, of course, like I forgot who Minoru was because I actually found this memory like way later for some reason. This is the point where I started to piece together there was an actual order to these memories. So, all right, viewing this.
It is quite an interesting device. This is definitely not from this era. That said, I believe there may be a way to get the travel functionality working here. I'd like to tinker with it a bit. Would it be okay if I borrow it?
Yes, whatever you need. I really appreciate your help.
Then I'll hold on to it.
So you really believe my story? That I came from the future?
I never doubted you for a moment.
Minoru, do you know of a way we could help to return Zelda back to her time?
I suspect it was the power of your secret stone that allowed you to travel through time. To put it simply, secret stones amplify the power their owners possess. I am able to separate my spirit from my body. Rauru can repel or destroy evil with his power of light. And Sonia, she can control time. As for you, I can sense both light and time powers. But your secret stone seems to amplify your time power.
Time power.
Ultimately, the secret stone only amplifies your power. It doesn't suddenly grant you mastery and control. That's still up to you. That means, if you don't already know how to get yourself home... There are stories about the secret stones and a forbidden act called draconification. To swallow a secret stone is to become an immortal dragon, one blessed with eternal life.
Interesting. Another way to reach the future, though not a very quick one. So you think these stories could hint at a solution to our dilemma?
Yes. But there is still more to those tales. To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself. That is why it is forbidden. I thought maybe this could lead to a solution, some way to transcend time. But if you have to sacrifice your heart and mind, sacrifice what makes you you. I'm sorry. I wish I could help more.
Back where we started. There's still hope. I think the answer to this problem lies in study and learning more about the nature of your power. I'm sure Sonia would be happy to help you.
Okay.
All right, so major spoiler for those who haven't seen, but I got this memory after I got the Master Sword, and then the Master Sword had the whole dragon thing, and I'm like, what? Zelda? Zelda's there? And so it blew my mind. And thank you so much for the encouragement, guys. I'm a little bit nervous about the final fight, but Polly is saying I think you will be able to do it without duplication, and everybody's like encouraging. So I think we'll be okay. Polly is saying I was kind of OP. So for me, I asked the question earlier. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much harder is Final Ganon than Cleone Ganon Breath of the Wild? That's kind of a weird question the way I worded it now that I think about it, but Zach, you're saying DBZ has nothing on that finale. People who have beat the game, you know what I mean. Paul, you're saying I was kind of OP. So for me, it was like a 2 out of 10, but for other people, probably a 5 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 final fight. And Zach, you also went into it really weak. Interesting. Now, did you decide to go into it really weak because Calamity Ganon and Breath of the Wild was like super easy, maybe? Also, EPS is like, Ganon's power level is over 9,000. Did Zelda eat the stone and become the dragon? I don't know. We'll see. That might be something that I haven't seen yet. That's all I'm saying. All right. On to memory number 6, tier number 4. So, and then Drake's like, no, don't talk about eating anything. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. EPS. You might have. Okay, no spoilers. All good. It's okay. So we're going to find memory number 4, and that one is here. And so what I'm realizing is like, first I was like, the memories are all over the place. But I just wanted to point out, like, when starting this game, Pyrrha had a recommended path for us to first go to Rito Village on the northwest, and then go to Goron on the northeast, and then to Zora Domain on the southeast, and then finally Gerudo on the southwest. And so now that I think about it, like, the closer memories are that way. So Dragon Tier number 1, Dragon Tier number 2, no, number 1, number 2, number 3, and then number 4 is down here. So it kind of goes that way, but it's still so easy to do it out of order. So I don't know what the game plan was for that. Oh, actually I realized I could open the adventure log this way. That's cool, but I don't know, we're just gonna do it this way. So memory number 6, yeah, tier number 4. And Apollo says, I can't eat. Oh no, I talked about eating something. LOL. All right, the Gerudo Assault, memory number 6.
Hyrule will bow down before me.
Molduga are approaching our position! It's more than we thought! It's a swarm!
There are so many of them. But why would they...
blast wiped out all the Molduga! How is that possible?
So brute force will not be enough. secret stone of the Zonai. How interesting.
Alright, so that memory gives us too much hope. Way too much hope. So that's a Gerudo assault, but it shows like the really cool power of Raru, and get to see Zelda use her stone here too. I have so many questions about that particular memory. One, like, there's a whole army of Gerudo behind Ganondorf, and this is before Ganon, when he was Ganondorf, I guess, before his powers. And I'm thinking, like, whatever happened to those that were following Ganon? Did Ganondorf, like, turn his Gerudo followers into monsters? Or did they ever, like, atone for their sins? Did they ever have any remorse? And does anybody in Gerudo present day have, like, any remorse for the war crimes they did? Anyways, that Gerudo King, exactly. And also, I noticed that there were the same shrines that we have in this game, in that cutscene. So maybe those shrines, I don't know, were they already kind of dormant in Hyrule, and then as the upheaval happened, then they popped out of the ground from the depths, or did they fall from the sky? I don't know. And like you're saying, I wish that we could get an infinity stone from Ganon. Exactly, right? We need to like steal his stone straight out of his forehead so he doesn't wake up again. No dead. Exactly. All right, next memory, number 7. So that's tier number 5, and then we make a full clockwise circle around the map and we get into Gerudo Town here. So this is where we see tier number 5 near Sophia's table. And then this is the one. This is so fun. All right, so show of fealty. And I'd love all your guys' theories in the chat too.
Allow me to offer you my deepest apologies. On behalf of the Gerudo, for taking so long to accept your repeated invitations. It is our desire to be accepted into the protective embrace of your kingdom. To serve it faithfully.
A welcome appeal, Ganondorf. I will accept your vow of fealty to the kingdom of Hyrule. I understand that a single male is born to the Gerudo every 100 years. Receiving such an appeal from you, a hero to his people and a king by birth, well, it is truly reassuring.
It is my honor. When your Zonai ancestors first descended upon these lands long, long ago, they must have seemed to be gods. And now you rule as king, and have taken a Hyrulean woman as your wife. Your Majesty has certainly risen above your admirable lineage. Most impressive. It is unfortunate that the noble Zonai no longer grace this world with their presence. All except you and your sister, that is.
Even if something were to happen to me, both my kingdom and the peace it brings, these will endure for generations to come. Your actions today are appreciated, Ganondorf. I look forward to your future endeavors. You may leave.
Your Majesty.
King Roru, I believe that man's heart holds many dark ambitions. Just his name, even that, it gives me pause.
I am well aware of his evil nature. For that reason, and others. I want him close. It will be easier to keep an eye on him. There is nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Zelda's got some good intuition. I think Varu and Sonia are a little naive, but we all know the truth though. So it looks like in that one, Ganondorf was faking hit. Okay, so I see like in the back, like there's the rest of the Gerudo kneeling down, just kind of giving their apologies as well. And so I don't know if they're in on the master plan that Ganondorf has because he's still eyeing the stones. And Drake, you're saying, I did. And Zex, you're saying, imagine Ganon by your side or an ability like Recall. Like, if we got the Infinity Stone from him, that would be crazy. Like, he would be towering over all of the other avatars that we get and stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. That would be, like, maybe something that an amiibo could do in the future or something. All right, on to the next memory. We're already at almost at 9 p.m. So I probably should hurry up on these. So we're only at number 8, and the memory dragon tier number 6 is then gonna go, I guess, here. So this one is a Illumini Plateau. Is there more than Breath of the Wild? I think so. I think there were only like 12 in Breath of the Wild. And it seems like these cutscenes are also longer because the Breath of the Wild memories, the only person talking was Zelda, and maybe one with her father, and maybe even one that had no dialogue. So this one seems like more fleshed out. And hi, welcome. Evan says hi, or Link my favorite / Evan says hi. So we're going through the memories here together before we go to the end of the gameplay. And so that's the memory number 6. And then we'll play that. Hi, welcome Sunset Preppy Haley. My second mod on the channel. And also, of course, no pressure to do any bot activities, of course. Why frowny face? And also, yep, so we're going through the memories and stuff. Why the sad face though? Okay, so oops, meant to go that way. So we're gonna do this Zelda and Sonia one. All right, so I'll be on chat and muted while we play this.
Are you well? You seem a bit distracted.
I apologize. I keep getting lost in my thoughts, thinking about how I can return home. With your power over time, if I were able to learn that kind of control, I might be one step closer to my era.
I see. The secret is to think of it like drawing out the object's memory. You ask the object where it was, how it arrived where it is now, and then you coax it back to that original moment in time.
The object's memory.
I'm sure it will become almost like second nature, and you will be able to find your way home. But Zelda, there is more on your mind than just that.
Huh?
You, of course, do want to get back to your time. But you also desperately want to help us out in this era. Am I close to the truth?
How did you know?
I do not believe it is possible to keep anything secret from Sonia.
Oh, your concern is very sweet, Zelda. But listen, you can focus your attention on returning home. After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil. Both of these powers will help you protect your own era.
Queen Sonia!
And of course, you must make it home safe to put Link's mind at ease.
Link? That is not a name I have heard.
He is a royal knight. He had been originally appointed for my protection. But later, he became a hero by saving both me and Hyrule from a great evil.
Oh, a hero is he?
He is so very dedicated, and he refuses to back down from any challenge. He is very strong. And his heart is good and true.
Ah, I can see that you have absolute faith in him. Hearing you speak so highly of Link, I find myself wanting to meet him as well.
Indeed. I would also like to meet him. He must be quite the brave, courageous knight. What a picture Zelda paints of him.
Oh, Zelda is absolutely gushing! I love it. And Athala, you're asking how's EPS doing. So EPS is doing good. Hi EPS. And he might play a magic game tonight. And Candy, welcome, welcome. And Sunset, you're sad face because you're sick and losing your voice. I'm sorry. Drink lots and lots of water. Hopefully you won't have to do hours talking on stream. And so, did I miss anything else? Zig says Zelda is so OP. She has infinite light power in the Triforce, right? She just like unlimited power, and that light bow as well. It's so good. And recall, exactly. All right, moving on to the next. So next memory number 9, that's gonna be tier number 7. That one is gonna be down here at my favorite village, which I still haven't rebuilt in this game. So that's gonna be one of the first things I do after I finish this game and come back to it. This now tier number 7 is by Lorelyn Village, right there at the helm of the sword. So hopefully it's not weird that I go on mute while these play. I know some people appreciate me not talking over them, but hopefully it's not weird. But I'll be on chat. Next memory.
All right, Zelda. We are alone as you requested. What was it you wanted to discuss with me in private?
You are far too trusting.
Oh my. I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing. That is quite out of character for the Zelda I know. But then you are a puppet of Ganondorf.
Did you really think we hadn't realized your deceit? Your Majesty! Queen Sonia! Oh no! Queen Sonia! No!
Oh my gosh. So now we don't have Sonia anymore, and it's incredibly sad. And also, to top it off, just one of the creepiest faces from Ganondorf. But I'm glad that, I mean, at least for a little bit, I was about to say, oh my gosh, Zelda was able to use her recall ability right away to save Sonia, but it was, as you could see, very, very short-lived. This is a sad game, y'all. They never actually showed any of the champions getting killed in Breath of the Wild, but they're showing the murders in this game. And so, all right, on to the next then. We gotta push forward. So for memory number 10, this is Dragon Tier number 8. This one's gonna be found in the very tippy top left here. This was actually one that I found way early in my playthrough, and as you guys will see, it was very shocking to watch. It was just there, and that's also where Zelda's Golden Horse is, if you guys want to know where to find that one. So in the North Tabantha snowfield.
Queen Sonia! Queen Sonia!
Finally. Finally, it is mine! I can feel my strength surging. Sonia! You were too late, Rauru. You took for granted the godlike power you had in your hands. Do you now see the potential you squandered? As for her, she is merely the first victim of your arrogance. You tried to control me, Rauru, and you will die knowing that you failed. Ganondorf!
Queen Sonia needs you!
So sad, so shocking. In light of not being able to see my face with no video cam on, I put little faces in the chat. So definitely was feeling very sad the entire time. EPS says the how strange the queen and king's hubris gave Ganon his powers. And also I just realized something. Apollo Heron, you're asking, did Ganondorf make Calamity Ganon? I think so. I think that's how it works, right? I now is Ganondorf the beginning of like all the Ganons in all the Zelda games, maybe? That's what I wonder. I'm thinking that like Ganondorf like had leakage. I don't know of a better way to describe it. Of while he was pinned down by Raru's arm in the bottom of Hyrule Castle, he sometimes has like little leakages, and then that leakage turned into Calamity Ganon in Breath of the Wild, and so that's why this one is harder to beat than the one in the Breath of the Wild, probably. And yeah, that's a sad one. Also, a thing that I just am realizing is I think he stole Sonia's teardrop thing, right? He stole Sonia's little tear gem and from her necklace, and now it's in his forehead. So then what power did Sonia have? Did Sonia have like that much power to create a Ganon? I don't know. And then Apollo Speed, saying, I think Inyoke theory makes sense. Demise is the first one. Oh, okay, so Demise is like an earlier game Ganon, maybe? I don't know. I'm all open to all the theories. I love discussing Zelda theories on here on my streams and chats. So if you guys got more, definitely we could compare. But I think that's how it happened. And then Apollo here, and you're saying Sonia had time power. Oh, the stone can change based on its user? So Sonia's power was like similar to Zelda's time power, and that's why they're the same yellow color, maybe. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. All right, on to the next. So we're reaching 9 p.m. here, so we're about like a little over halfway done. Memory number 11 is going to be actually not a dragon tier. Wait, yes, this is wait, dragon tier 11 is this is where I get confused, because I think memory 11 is not the dragon tier, but it's the one where you get it from going to Hyrule Castle the first time. And I think a lot of people playing this game playing Tears of the Kingdom for the first time, especially coming from Breath of the Wild, probably like me saved a lot of the quest in Hyrule Castle for like much later. They're like, oh no, I'm not gonna touch Hyrule Castle. That's like scary, at least to me, and that's endgame stuff. And like but I realized like you have to get to Hyrule Castle, and the game kind of wants you to get to it before you get to the 5th stage, before you get the Master Sword. And so when I was doing the castle, I know a lot of people on stream were like, you're already finishing the game? You're already going through the end of the game? I'm like, I hope not. I think this is what I'm supposed to do to unlock more. But yeah, you're supposed to go Hyrule Castle like at least early on in the game, maybe the first half of the game, but right after you finish the 4 upheaval investigation things. And Apollo Heron said, I did not get a memory from Hyrule Castle. Oh. It shows up, spoiler alert, of course, after you beat all the Phantom Ganons, I believe. Yeah, I think this is the one. So it's like in here, and then it should be Demon King's army. Okay, yeah, because Sage Vows, the next one is like definitely a tier. So we're gonna play that. This is the last memory I got in the last stream. Oh, the one Apollo you're saying, one from Korok Forest, I think. Oh, you didn't get the one from Korok Forest? Wait, how did you get the Master Sword then? Wait, you beat the game though. That doesn't make sense. It's memory number 1. The Korok Forest is memory number 1. Yes, but we are going on to memory number 11, not a dragon tier. All right.
Rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule with the power I have granted. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
Okay, that was a relatively short one. So yeah, I remember getting that one after defeating all the Phantom Ganons. But now I'm like, was that a memory or was that just what happens after? Wait, is this? Was this? Yeah, I think this was the. Okay, I might be forgetting something. If this was the memory in Hyrule Castle or was this the memory after Minera? Because some of these memories show up like after you get the sages. But now I'm thinking like I might be getting it wrong. It might be Minera. Feel free to fact check me if you want. Ganondorf's horse is so cool. Oh, is it covered in all the gloom? And did you guys get a chance to ride the horses in the depths? They're really cool. They're actually very, very nice and easy. Like, it doesn't seem like they buck you off at all. They just are chill. And I used them for a bit in one stream. And you got the Master Sword, you got all the memories. So maybe I might be, yeah, seeing them from, I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to double check that. But I know where all the dragon tiers are. Other than the dragon tier ones, I might be a little hazy on the others, so we'll see. But this is our last dragon tier. And so this one is memory number 12, dragon tier number 10. So dragon tier number 10. Wait, this is not our. Wait, am I? No, this is our second to last dragon tier. This is our 11th. No. Wait. 12, 10, 10, 11. Wait, where's 11 then? 10, 11, 12, 10. I think like 11 was the one. And then 10, 12. Okay, we'll just play it. I think it's, oh, okay. Yeah, we're on the right. So this is memory number 12, dragon tier number 9, because we skipped a dragon tier. Yeah. So I was doing like 2 minus 2 before, but now it doesn't work. So, and then Apollo says, go to the one shaped like a tier. Yes. So this is memory number 9 down here. And so that's where you find it, shaped like a tier. This was, I think, the second to last one I got of the dragon tier. Anyways, it's memory number 12, dragon tier number 9, and it's the teardrop, as Apollo said, helped confirm in the chat, and so we'll view it.
King Rauru, we just received word that the last free village in the Gerudo Desert has fallen. At this rate, the Demon King's army will overwhelm us.
I understand. Our only hope is for me to defeat the Demon King.
Rauru, the Demon King, He is not someone you can stop by yourself. But you are not alone. You have the Gerudo, Goron, Zora, and Rito leaders as well as Zelda. And of course, you can count on me.
There's something I'd like to show you all.
Zonai. Sacred stones.
Stand with me. I need all your aid.
We all, gathered here, swear on our lives to serve Rauru, the King of Light.
All right, that's where all our ancestors get their sage powers. And EPS is also like has a question, where are all the divine beasts? So you guys might have a better answer than me. My answer was they all became helmets. That's where the divine beasts went. And we don't have their powers anymore. And Apollo Heron, you're saying Ganondorf's horse is cool. And yeah, I think I read that before. Apollo Speed, you're asking, what's your favorite memory? So far, mine, unless I forgot the other ones, it might change during this stream for sure. Mine is like the earlier memory 6, the assault, where we see the armies fighting, and we see what's his name again? Roru showing his power. Got a little mixed up with wording there, but you guys understand. And so that one was really cool. Apollo, you said yours is an imprisoning war, the Monero one. I had to clarify because there's like very repetitive ones among all the different sage powers we get. But yeah, the Minoru one, I keep changing the name between Monero and Minoru, but yeah, that one's awesome. I would say out of all the cast, like I love the voices of Minoru, but I also love the voice of Ganondorf. But like whoever voices Minoru, I love it, and I'm so sad that it's not more prevalent in the game. But it just stands out to me. All right. Anyways, enough about my rant. Let's go on to the next dragon tier, which is also memory 13. This is dragon tier number 10 down at the bottom. And so is that a frog? And is that a frog? Or is that like a shrine? Or is that just like a podium? It looks like a frog, but that's definitely a frog, right? Anyways, we're going down to the bottom frog. This is where we see the next memory number 13, dragon tier number 10, near Mount Laura. And Apollo Heron, you're saying the one in the snow is Ganondorf. This is definitely Ganondorf because he was kneeling, right? That's the one in the snow. Yeah, in the snowy towers. So, but this is the one where we go. Yeah, so we're gonna go there, and we're gonna go play is this yeah, this is probably second to last dragon tier, and we'll play it.
Sonia. Oh, Zelda.
King Rauru, before you face the Demon King tomorrow, there is something I must tell you. I came to this era after finding a man underground.
Go on.
When I witnessed what the Secret Stone did to Ganondorf, at that moment, I knew for sure what we found underground, that was him. He was still alive, still powerful. He continues to live on, all the way until my time. In tomorrow's battle, we won't be able to defeat him. No matter how strong we think we are, he'll survive. And you will.
Maybe so. But it is my duty to try. It was my hubris that set us on this path. I must atone for my error in judgment. And above all else, I remain the King of Hyrule. As with any leader, it is my duty to safeguard and protect my people, even if I must risk my life.
Rauru.
And if it proves impossible for us to defeat Ganondorf, we rely on your knight, and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link. But remember, that was a future where you never appeared in this world. And you are here now. Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
The reason I am here.
That is such a solemn scene, solemn memory. You could see it in Raru's face. He is so beat down. He lost his wife, his queen, his love, and he's like, I am willing to try. And even though he knows his demise will be coming at the hands of Ganon. And yeah, that's a lot of pressure on us as Link. We're the last line of defense, so we'll see how that goes. So that is the last of the dragon tiers, except for the one which I'm going to play before the very last memory. After this, it's kind of like a blur to me where I got all these memories, so we'll see if I remember any of them. But we'll just go straight through them. The imprisoning war. I'll play it first, and then I'll try to figure out where I got it later.
Long ago, my people, known as the Zonai, came down from the heavens to the surface of the world. It was said they were descendants of gods. They bore treasures from these same gods, secret stones capable of amplifying the abilities of those who possessed them. Using the knowledge of the Zonai, my younger brother Rauru became a great leader. he met a young woman named Sonia, and they would wed. Rauru gifted Sonia one of the secret stones. Together, they sought to establish their kingdom. This is how the Kingdom of Hyrule, with Rauru and Sonia as its first king and queen, came to be. The future looked bright. However, tragedy suddenly struck. A man of great evil emerged from the desert. The leader of the Gerudo, Ganondorf, killed Queen Sonia and stole her secret stone. Using the secret stone, Ganondorf transformed into the Demon King. He then created swarms of monsters and attacked. Hyrule rose up to face these threats, but the evil power driving the monsters forward was staggering. The defenders were on the brink of defeat. Rauru then came up with a plan to turn the tide of the war. He entrusted secret stones to warriors with exceptional abilities. They became sages and united in an effort to finally defeat the Demon King. Rauru and the sages outnumbered the Demon King and should have been able to stop him. However, the Demon King's power had grown far beyond anything we could have imagined. I was unable to withstand his strength. Our fight appeared all but lost. And then, Rauru. He committed himself to one final act.
That pride will be your downfall, Ganondorf!
You plan to hold me here? What a clever way to solve your problems. But are you ready to pay the price for this?
Don't be so smug. I know exactly what it will cost me.
Thousands of years will pass in the blink of an eye. You only delay the inevitable.
You're wrong. Years from now, someone will appear with the sword that seals the darkness. A swordsman with the power to defeat you, Link. Remember this name.
Link. Interesting. I look forward to meeting you.
Apollo says, I can't wait to complete. I want to complete the Raru shrine. Wait, so that's not a shrine? I thought like he definitely looked like a shrine. Like, I feel like that would be something Nintendo would put in. But really, there's none. There's no shrine there. Just his hand. Well, his hand like fell off, and then the shrine light like disappeared as well when Ganon came back, right? So I don't know. Um, and so this was a scene that's Apollo Aaron's favorite, the imprisoning war. And this is where, yeah, I was confused. I was like, wait, that there were like four imprisoning wars. That was an amazing scene. I think the ending almost made me cry, especially because of that like light music of that triumphant music that they played for just a second at the end. But what a scene. Also a long scene. And also, I lied. That was not the last of the dragon tears I've gotten so far. This next one is. And this one you get early in the game at the end of the tutorial islands too. So this one, also another reason why I could not get these in order ever. So you get this one. This one's tier number 10? No, tier number 11. 11, the sword. Tier of the dragon number 11. But it's gonna be actually, wait, is it up here? Wait, actually, no. No, this one you get like, and, am I making things up? 1 second. The adventure log says memory number 15, tier number 11. I think. And also, I'm basing just kind of gauging where I am off this website called VG247.com, but there's a lot of sites out there. I've never heard of this site before, but this is the one I'm using. But yeah, there's like IGN probably has theirs and stuff where you could see just like it all numbered out. So I'm using that as reference. But this one will go there in Elden Mountains. But I did end up seeing that one pretty early too. So we'll play it. The Master Sword in Time.
I managed to restrain him somehow. But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him. The Master Sword. How is the Master Sword? You're telling me that Link is safe? You traveled through time to find me and recover your strength.
Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do. We will finally stop him.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
I'll be forever changed. Link! You must find me.
All the flashbacks, all the flashbacks Zelda had is a very emotional scene to me because she just lost Rauru and lost Sonya, so she's kind of alone as well. But I saw this memory really early on, and so when she was like, I'll be forever changed, I'm like, does that mean she became evil? And now she's an evil Zelda going around causing distractions? So this is way before I learned about Puppet Zelda and everything. So my theories were going everywhere at the beginning of this game. It's fun though. It's fun to theorize. And so that's that dragon tier. Now we're getting into the meat of things. Now things are happening. We're gonna go to the memory 16. We're not going to touch the dragon tears again until near the very end. So we're almost done here. And we have like 3 more memories, and this one will do. Memory number 16.
You're saying that sword traveled through time the same way you did?
Yes, but more importantly, in my original time, the Demon King was vulnerable to even the smallest piece of this sword.
Even someone like him has vulnerabilities. Then, what exactly are you suggesting we do with the sword?
Over time, the Master Sword is able to absorb sacred power. It can heal itself, and even grow stronger.
Curious. If we were able to empower it in that way, it could be the key to defeating the Demon King. But it could take centuries for that sword to grow strong enough. The power the Demon King wields. I do not see how this can be done. It would be impossible for you to provide it with sacred power for so long.
I can think of one way.
You mean?
Yes, I can do it. I have to.
I've told you. That act is forbidden, for a very good reason. It would mean throwing yourself away.
Oh, Minoru!
You won't be able to change back.
The moment I had the sword, I knew what to do. I knew this was why I came to this era. I want to restore the Master Sword and deliver it to Link.
I understand. You really have made up your mind? Very well then. As a Zonai, I bear my share of blame for these events. So I too will devote myself to this goal, and to this hero of yours. For the swordsman Link, I will do everything I can. Even if my body should perish, I will still be with you in spirit.
Oh, everybody's just sacrificing themselves here. All right, we came to the time of the last Dragon tear! Apollo, Speed, you're saying, oh, cryy face, I know. We're getting to the end here, and here is where we're getting to the last dragon tier. And then after that, we have one final memory before I wrap up the memory watch party and go into fighting Ganon. So, we are here, of course, and just to show it on the map, it's in the Riss Peninsula, and this only shows up after you found all the other 11 dragon tiers around the map. And of course, they're all on the main map, not in the depths or anything, unless I'm missing any little Easter eggs there. But we go here. It was fairly easy to get to. I remember in Breath of the Wild, this was very hard to get to, and I had to beat a lot of monsters. I think this was easier because we shot out of a cannon into the sky, and so we're here. And are you guys ready? I've never seen this one, so let's go and watch it.
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? The blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me.
The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power. The stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes.
After all, you possess more than power over time. You have a sacred power that can dispel evil.
To swallow a secret stone is to become an immortal dragon, one blessed with eternal life.
Minoru, I'm counting on you. Link, I will restore the Master Sword for you. I will care for it until the time comes. I will pour my sacred power into it. It will be the weapon that defeats the Demon King.
To become an immortal dragon is to lose oneself.
You must. Protect them all!
My mouth is just hanging open. Sorry, I just had to say that. What? That's how it happens? Okay, to be honest, I did like accidentally spoil it for myself early on in the game before getting the Master Sword, but I didn't realize it would happen like that. That was pretty intense. And a lot of reactions in the chat. Apollo Heron, you're saying I would fuse something good to the Master Sword before the fight. So my question is, oh wow, look at this. She's up there. Now Link knows the truth. Did Link just find out the truth now? Let's get a skill from her. We need 2 skills to upgrade our armor. Silent princesses everywhere. Whoa. We're surrounded by them. So pretty. I love how I think they added this detail in this game, like Link actually turns his head and looks at more objects and stuff, which is cool. And a picture time for sure. A question I have about fusing the weapons before the final fight is should I fuse it before I get into the castle? Or should I wait to fuse it like right at the beginning of the fight? Because, oh, silent princesses. Because I just was worried that if I fuse like my strongest Lionel horn right when I get to the castle, I'm gonna be using my Master Sword to break things like in Breath of the Wild they had. Now I'm asking for a hint before I start, but like, you know, you would break like boulders and stuff in Breath of the Wild, so I didn't know if that was the case in Tears of the Kingdom. Go to the tower and go to the dragon. The dragon's pretty hard to find right before fight, probably. Okay, we'll definitely do that. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll have time to do that really soon. Ooh, what I was gonna do. I wanted to take a selfie really quick. Just really quickly. Yay, so beautiful. With the random pillars in the background. So, I think we're ready for the last memory, which I found. I totally forgot where I found this as well. If you guys know in the chat, definitely let me know where you guys found this last Zelda's Wish memory. I think I might have found it. I think I found it after the Master Sword. So this like is a moving location. You actually have to find it on, spoiler alert, on Zelda as a dragon. So you jump up, go on her head, get the Master Sword, and then this is the final memory. Yeah, that's how you get it. So I can't really show it on the map because it's a moving dragon. And then Apollo, you're saying Annie will beat the boss on the first try. Oh my gosh, so much pressure. We'll see. And Apollo, Heron, you're saying if the Master Sword runs out of energy, I would wait for it to recharge. That makes sense. I believe you believe. Thank you for having belief in me. I have come a long way. You guys have to admit though, I did come a long way from my Breath of the Wild days, I think. Apollo Heron, you said you find it when you get the Master Sword. Yep. Thanks for the confirmation. And also, I also believe in you. Thank you guys. All right, without further ado, last memory.
Link. Link. The Master Sword. Your sword. She is the key to destroying the Demon King. He defeated her before, but a long slumber will heal these grievous wounds. And when you two next face the Demon King, you will have my strength to help you through her. Link, you are our final hope. pray. This sword reaches you in the future.
Alright, so this memory came after Zelda transformed into a dragon, so I guess like her spirit still, of course, still lives within the dragon and she could like make a final wish. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. Everything after this is going to be brand new to me because we still have the adventure log of finding Princess Zelda, so we'll see what happens there. But that concludes the memory watching portion. Thank you guys for joining on.